So how do you actually look at a painting? There's two ways 90% of people do it. The first one's easy, you just glance. Your eyes wander till you spot something you like. Great composition, love the intensity. Did I start a dishwasher? Then there's the serious way. Title, year, artist, you read the whole thing. You've done your homework, yeah? But knowing a painting and feeling it are two different things. So you start to wonder, there's gotta be more to it than this, right? Yeah, because there's a third way nobody tells you about. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. What if you could just step inside the painting? You're not looking at history anymore, you're standing in it. But being inside isn't enough. You need to know how to wake it up, to lose yourself in it, to let it hit you right in the chest. There are 4 techniques that take a few minutes to learn. And by the end, you'll have annoyed a tired peasant, outrun an erupting volcano, and base jumped into the pantheon. Trust me, this is what art was supposed to feel like the whole time. So now you're thinking, great, I'll just get into any painting I want. Yeah, you can't force it. I've tried. Every painting is like a locked door. And on the other side isn't an image, it's a place. And the key isn't knowledge or a ticket or some degree, it's you. Your life, what you love, what you've been through. And a key that specific only fits a few locks. Here's what I mean. Say scary movies make you uncomfortable. Why would you ever want to get into this? You wouldn't. That door stays shut. But if being outside is your thing, then don't look at the paint. Look at the place and ask, would I go there? Yeah? Then that door's already open. You're not forcing anything. You want to be there. That's the whole thing. Now, your door could be anything. It might be a face, a kitchen, or a kid smoking a cigarette. I don't know. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it pulls you in. You've made it to the other side. You're in. And now what? Here's the thing. The painting isn't doing the magic. You do. So here's how. First, don't look at the whole thing. That's overwhelming. Pick one spot, focus, and go stand next to it. Like it's a real place and you're really there. Because you can't stand in a whole painting, but you can stand next to that donkey. 2. This is the big one. Unleash your other senses. You're inside now. What do you hear? The donkey refusing to move? The water below us? The leaves in the wind? Birds singing? What's the air like? Warm? Cold? Can you smell the forest? Touch something. The railing, the grass. What does this path feel like under your feet? Ask those questions and your brain stops reading a picture and starts experiencing a place. 3. Realize you've entered a moment the painter chose to freeze. So ask, why this one? What just happened? Why is everyone headed that way? And here's the fun part. You don't have to guess. Which brings us to technique 4, my favorite. You can just ask. Hey, where's everyone going? As far as they can, that way. Whatever you do, don't go left. But there's goats over there. Let's see. Nothing, of course. Nobody painted it. Off the canvas, the world doesn't exist yet. You have to build it. So let's build it. What's actually over there? Yeah, okay. The second you start talking to the people in here, they stop being a subject and start being someone. Do all 4 and a painting stops being a thing on a wall, it becomes something that actually happened to you. But there's one more layer, which is pretty unreal, where you start finding your own life inside someone else's painting. So now you know how to bring a painting alive, but making it move isn't the same as making it matter. Because a painting doesn't truly come alive until it connects to you. You want to know why this one's special to me? Forget the people, it's her. That little puppy looks exactly like my dog, Lola. And every time I find her in a painting, bam, instant connection. There's no tag on the wall that says, this one's about your little snack monster. I brought that with me. And that's a secret nobody tells you. We don't find meaning in a painting, we create it. And that meaning can be as light as Lola, or it can be deep and heavy. Like this painting reminds me of what depression feels like. Climbing out of that darkness, the water dragging you back down every step of the way, a million miles to go to see the light again. I kept climbing for months and months until I made it out. A painting doesn't just show you a story. Sometimes it shows you yours. A landscape that reminds you of a place you've never been, but somehow miss. A stranger's face that looks exactly like your old childhood friend. A room that feels like a Saturday you can't get back. None of that is on the canvas. It's in you. The painting just knows where you keep it. So next time something catches your attention, don't ask what it means. Ask what it means to you. What it reminds you of, who it brings back. Now, I've made this sound very deep, and sometimes it is. But honestly, a lot of the time, art is just ridiculous. And that might be the best part. Look, you already know how to do this. That little parkour guy you made run alongside the car as a kid, jumping guardrails, grinding like a skater. Same thing, except now the view from the window is a painting. That's painting parkour. So go in and see where your mind takes you. If you feel like it, you can climb the endless Tower of Babel all the way to the top. Enjoy the view, and then jump off it. Did he just fall out of the ceiling? Is there a doctor here? Don't worry. My uncle's basically a doctor. My arms and legs are broken. Why are you doing brain surgery? Because whatever made you jump off that tower is in here. Nothing I just did was correct. There's no wall tag that says, base jump into the Pantheon for a free lobotomy. But I promise you, I will remember these paintings for the rest of my life. Because I didn't just study them, I lived in them. And then you step back out. And it's a painting again. Paint on canvas, but not for you. Because you were in there. That's the gift. It hands you back your childhood eyes, the ones that saw magic everywhere. And on the days the world feels gray and heavy and dull, there's always a door back to that feeling. It asks just one thing, that you show up as yourself. No work face, no forced politeness, just the real you. Because the most beautiful part of it all is that the more you let yourself be you in there, the more it opens up to you. And that is how you actually look at a painting. Tell me in the comments which paintings you'd walk into. And if you want to do this again, there are whole adventures waiting for you. Until then,